Like, the narrative is being controlled. And there's a lot of inaccuracy, and there's a lot of just full-blown lies. And at the end of the day, like, that doesn't really fly with me. I don't really like dishonesty. I spoke up. I wasn't heard. I fucked off. That's it. Y'all are gonna like the fucking movie, so just go watch it, go enjoy it, do whatever, leave me out of it.
Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris Jackson, just shocked the world with her explosive comments about the upcoming Michael Jackson biopic. She didn't just criticize it, she called out the film's Oscar-nominated star, accused him of lying, and claimed the movie is filled with inaccuracies and blatant lies. This has split the fan base down the middle. Some people are standing with Paris, saying she's bravely defending her father's legacy. Others think she's being unfair, emotional, or even disrespectful to the people working hard to honor Michael's story. So who's really right here? Is Paris protecting the truth, or stirring up unnecessary drama? The Michael Jackson biopic, simply titled Michael, has been in the works for years. It's finally scheduled to hit theaters next April after several delays. This isn't some small indie project, it's a $155 million production, directed by Anton Fuqua, the same director behind movies like Training Day and The Equalizer. And playing Michael himself? None other than Michael's own nephew, Jaafar Jackson. The cast also includes Hollywood heavyweights like Nia Long, Miles Teller, and Coleman Domingo, who plays Michael's father, Joe Jackson. On top of that, the Jackson estate, the very people who manage Michael's music and business empire today, are co-producing the film. Even Michael's mother, Katherine Jackson, has spoken out publicly to praise the movie and support the cast. On paper, this sounds like the perfect way to tell Michael's story. But there's a storm brewing, and it all started when Coleman Domingo made one comment in an interview. In an interview with People magazine, Coleman Domingo said something that instantly caught Paris's attention. He claimed that Michael's children were very much in support of the film. To the casual listener, it sounded harmless, like a family united behind a tribute to the king of pop. But to Paris, it felt like a lie. She quickly took to Instagram and publicly called him out, saying, "Coleman Domingo, don't be telling people I was helpful on the set of a movie I had 0% involvement in. LOL. That is so weird." From there, she went deeper. Paris revealed that she read an early draft of the script, gave her honest feedback, and pointed out things that felt dishonest or inaccurate. But according to her, those concerns were ignored. So she decided to walk away.
A big reason why I haven't said anything up until this point is because I know a lot of you guys are going to be happy with it. Like, a big section. The film panders to a very specific section of my dad's fandom that still lives in the fantasy. And they're going to be happy with it.
And then she dropped this bombshell. The film panders to a very specific section of my dad's fandom that still lives in a fantasy. But the narrative is being controlled, and there's a lot of inaccuracy, and a lot of just full-blown lies. Finally, Paris made it crystal clear that she wants nothing to do with the movie.
I spoke up, I wasn't heard, I fucked off. That's it. Y'all are gonna like the fucking movie, so just go watch it, go enjoy it, do whatever, leave me out of it.
Those are some strong words, and they immediately divided Michael Jackson fans around the world. Paris has spent her entire life watching the media twist, distort, and sensationalize her father's story. Michael Jackson wasn't just a superstar, he was a global phenomenon, constantly hounded by tabloids and painted as either a hero or a villain, depending on what sold more papers. Remember the nickname Wacko Jacko? That didn't come out of nowhere. The media built a billion-dollar empire tearing him down. Paris lived through that. She saw how damaging false narratives can be. So when she says this movie is pushing lies, it hits different. Also, let's be real. Hollywood biopic are almost never 100% accurate. Whether it's Bohemian Rhapsody, Rocketman, or Elvis, filmmakers often alter events, merge characters, or cut out uncomfortable truths to make a more dramatic or marketable story. It's just how the industry works. For Michael Jackson, that's especially dangerous. His life wasn't just a story. It was a global controversy. Every detail matters, and even a small distortion could completely change how future generations view him. Paris might be worried that this film will sanitize her father's legacy, turning him into a safe, polished version of himself while avoiding the painful truths. Or worse, it might pander to certain fan groups while ignoring the full complexity of who Michael was. And let's not forget, the Jackson estate is co-producing this film. Some fans believe the estate has a track record of prioritizing money over honesty, especially when it comes to Michael's unreleased music, tours, and branding deals. If the same people stand to profit from this biopic, can we really trust them to tell the unfiltered truth? From this perspective, Paris isn't being dramatic. She's being brave. She's risking public backlash to defend her father's true story, even if it means standing alone. But now, let's look at the other side, because not everyone agrees with Paris. Some fans feel that Paris might be overreacting, or at least speaking too soon. First, consider this. Paris was only 11 years old when Michael passed away in 2009. While she obviously knew him as a father, there are huge parts of his career, personal struggles, and professional decisions that she never experienced directly. Being his daughter doesn't automatically mean she knows every detail of his life. Much of her understanding likely comes from what she's been told by others or what she's read and seen in the media. And as we all know, the media hasn't always been kind or accurate when it comes to Michael Jackson. This movie, on the other hand, is being made by people who were there. People who worked with Michael, knew him professionally, and witnessed sides of him the public never saw. Even Michael's mother, Jaafar Jackson, has publicly praised the film and given it her full blessing. Would she really support something that dishonored her son? And let's not forget, Jaafar Jackson, Michael's own nephew, is the one stepping into Michael's shoes on screen. If anyone has a personal stake in getting this right, it's Jaafar. This isn't just another acting role for him. This is deeply personal. This is family. There's also the matter of timing. Paris admitted she only saw an early draft of the script, but anyone who understands filmmaking knows that scripts evolve constantly during production. Scenes are rewritten, added, or even cut entirely, especially in a massive $155 million project like this. There's a very real chance that the things Paris didn't like were addressed later, and she just doesn't know it yet. By speaking out so strongly before seeing the finished film, some fans feel Paris might be unfair to the filmmakers, who are still working hard to deliver the final product. And then there's the ripple effect. Publicly calling out the movie could hurt its chances of success before it even hits theaters. Michael's story is already surrounded by controversy and decades of misinformation. If his own daughter is saying the film is filled with lies, that instantly divides the fan base and make the whole project look bad, even before anyone has seen a single frame. Some critics believe Paris's comments come more from emotion than fact. Yes, she's trying to protect her father's legacy, and that's understandable. But in doing so, she might also prevent a new generation from experiencing Michael's story and understanding the bigger picture of his legacy. Here's the truth. Biopics are never perfect. Every single one takes some liberties with the truth, whether to make the story flow better, to avoid legal complications, or simply to make it more dramatic and engaging for audiences. That's just how Hollywood works. But with Michael Jackson, the stakes are higher than ever. He wasn't just a musician. He was one of the most influential and misunderstood figures in pop culture history. Paris believes this movie is twisting the truth and pandering to a certain group of fans. The filmmakers, including Michael's own son, Prince Jackson, and his nephew, Jaafar Jackson, both of whom insist they're honoring him and doing their best to tell his story to the world. So now the question is, who do you believe? Is Paris speaking the truth, trying to protect her father's legacy, or is she letting her feelings get in the way, judging a movie she hasn't even seen finished? This isn't just about a film, it's about how Michael Jackson will be remembered for years to come. Tell us what you think in the comments. Are you Team Paris, fighting for truth? Or Team Biopic, trusting Michael's family and the filmmakers to share his story?